Hello my friends, Takuya here, and welcome back to another Hearts of Iron 4 video. I want to do something stupid today. For anyone who saw that previous stream that I did here just a couple days ago when we were testing out things for Hearts of Iron 4, I was trying to answer a simple question of like, how good is super heavy artillery really? Basically what I wanted to figure out is out of all these varying different nations that have received focus trees at this point in time, what is it that we could do in order to actually build a World War I wet dream but in the modern day and age? And by modern day and age I mean 1936. Don't look at me like that. Essentially, since the Götterdämmerung DLC came out, this means that you now have special projects, of which, among these special projects, super heavy artillery is a thing. And I already showed what ends up happening when you build things like the Rata, the super heavy tanks, as Italy, and that is just absolute trash, those land ships are. But there are other things that are in there, like artillery. The problem is, in order to research these things, you need a land warfare special research facility, which is something that not many nations have from the very beginning. Germany does in fact have one. And with the latest DLC and the rework of the German tree, they actually have quite a number of bonuses to basic infantry and artillery if you go down a certain path. Something that we sort of did this last time, but not necessarily really. Considering I haven't played Germany since the DLC came out in the first place, let's just dive in now, shall we? Now, my friends, before it is that we move on, there is actually something that I want to mention because I literally just turned 30 a few days ago. Don't pity me, I can see it in your eyes. I've actually received a very interesting sponsorship, something from Black Forest Supplements. The reason I bring up any of this in the first place, and so you all know what it is that I'm talking about, are any of you familiar with Joe Rogan? Yes, the former MMA guy who is now actually significantly more famous for his podcast, as I'm sure that many of you who are watching this are already aware. Well, one of the supplements that he specifically has mentioned is NMN. And rather than me try to go and explain it right now, I'm going to let the doctor that actually discovered this in the first place go and explain it, so that's this.
So about 20 years ago, Lenny Guarente and a team of us at MIT discovered a set of genes that controls aging in yeast cells. They're like the Pentagon. They sense when we're hungry, sense when we're exercising, and they send out the troops to defend us. So when you put more of these genes into a yeast cell or a mouse, they'll live longer, between 5 to 20% longer. And so we think that these genes are responsible for the effects of dieting and exercise, which is great. What that means is we can now mimic that with molecules. So NMN is one of those molecules, so is resveratrol.
So then, as you can see, the basic idea is that it's something that is going to improve your energy. It's something that helps with weight management. It is something that helps your endurance, strength, anti-aging. That's the idea. And as I get older and as I do much, considering how much it is that I work, mind you, remember, I manage like 2 YouTube channels, the podcast, Twitch. Oh dear God, I literally don't sleep at all anymore. The reality is, as a man, unless it is that I take care of myself, there is no one out there that is going to take care of me. And I'm sure that many of you watching this know this. And so when someone is taking supplements, it can help them feel better, feel stronger, have more energy. It is something that can be beneficial to a person that needs it. So by all means, go check out Black Forest Supplements. Their link is down in my description. They are the sponsor of this video. And again, I just want to be blunt with all of you that are watching this right now. Now, the thing that I did here before when I played Germany is that we were going down a alternate history path of like, oh, what if Germany actually overthrew the fascists and tried to restore the monarchy and all that other stuff? Yeah, I did do that, and we explored the alternate history as it was, which was in and of itself quite fascinating, right as the DLC released. What it is that we're going to do this time, though, is not that. With historical AI turned off, we have no idea what is actually going to happen, but I wanted to see what would happen with the facility we have for special research if instead of doing stuff for tanks, which is, you know, the classic German thing, if instead we went full-on World War I ability and focused entirely on artillery, and from that, get super heavy howitzers. Of course, you can pretty much do this as any kind of nation, so why is this special for Germany? Well, I'm going to spoil it from the very get-go. If you go and look at your focus tree here for Germany, it is extremely big. I mean, this thing got such a massive rework that there's so many different options that we haven't really explored yet, which is something that we'll need to do here in the future with more things. But not only is the economic system very different, but simultaneously the military system is, where when you go and develop modern maneuver warfare, you then get 2 different options. Either going with the historical, adopt new Panzer doctrine, or you can go down an infantry World War I Prussian legacy focus that focuses on increasing your ability for grand battle plan, your max operational planning, and more importantly, infantry attack and breakthrough, along with bonuses for artillery. So, my friends, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Not to mention that this is not something that we're just going to do under the control of the mustache man. No, Mr. Mustache, you are going to be gone. Instead, we are going to be going down the path of the Civil War and then the monarchy, except we are doing something different. See, there is something that I figured out when analyzing this, and that is that the return of the Kaiser and bringing all this back, while amazing for flavor, I love it, simultaneously, it doesn't really offer much to have the Kaiser actually in charge, as with imperial connections and an anti-democrat, it pretty much just provides stability as well as reduced political costs. On the other hand, military dictatorship increases army experience gain by 10%, and max planning factor plus 10%. I'm going to show you just how broken we can possibly make this thing. So then, first things first, because I have no idea exactly what it is that I'm going to be conquering, and I don't really quite understand the whole MIFO system here and how this whole thing works for monitoring your good. It's a really messy thing. So this is if you are planning on playing highly aggressive. I'm not necessarily planning on doing that. I'm going to kind of watch and wait and see what is going to happen. So no, we are going to prioritize economic growth. We are going to go back to civilian factory. We are going to reduce fascism, and we are going to fix ourselves. Yeah. Okay, now that we've done some of these initial things, and I know I can't get another research slot until it is that I have at least 50 civilian factories, I don't want to boost the popularity of fascism any further, so I think now, among all times, now it is actually time to go ahead and launch your civil war, about 6 months in. Loyalty of the Kriegsmarine. Yeah, no, I did this the last time here, but I don't give a crap about the Navy, so we mustn't placate him. Screw it. There we have it. Wehrmacht officers challenge Hitler. Latent dissatisfaction with Hitler's rule has come to a head with the current crisis caused by administration's move to remilitarize the Rhineland. A number of Wehrmacht generals have rallied behind the well-known Field Marshal August von Mackensen, who has been put in motion plans aiming to depose Hitler and to remove the Nazi Party from Germany. With the split in German high command becoming clearly apparent even abroad, foreign powers have elected not to protest against the remilitarization, more concerned with the growing internal German instability. The aging field marshal has moved quickly, already establishing a provisional government to which scores have flocked in their opposition to the Nazi government. The military coup is already well underway. Yes, this causes us to kind of plummet and crash, to be fair, but it is perfectly fine. Because now, actually, we've saved up enough political power over the time to be able to just immediately get military high command officials, which is great. So, infantry expert, and then former Reichsbank president. This is actually awesome. You can already very quickly go to partial mobilization. You get minus 15% consumer goods here. And then on top of that, and an additional minus 10% consumer goods plus bonuses to civilian factory construction. Exactly is what we want. As much as I want to use August von Mackensen, this isn't really going to matter because we are going to lose him as a general fairly soon. So we might as well go with Field Marshal Werner von Blumberg because he already gets max 10% planning, which is great in the first place. That's exactly what we're going to be shooting for. Go ahead and slap all these into an army, prepare to launch an invasion, and screw it, that's all we really need. Now, we just need to be moderately smart about this. At this point in time, we actually have a ton of infantry equipment, which is great for us. So let's just go ahead and spawn out like 6, 7 more divisions, and yeah, that's fine. There we go. There's a whole bunch of units immediately wiped out, which is excellent for us. Yeah, that's like a good 70,000 men gone as it is. Excellent. And we've taken the line. Okay, that is a good percentage of their troops completely wiped out. Now, at this point, I think we can just go ahead and launch a strike, starting off as planned. And now go ahead and just push. It's fine. We're just going to generate army experience from this in the first place. It's all utilizing planning as it is, so it should be fine. Yep, as long as we just keep on pushing through after taking out a series of their units, we will be golden. And there we go. German Reich annexed. Now we can actually continue on with the nation. Revitalize the nation. After the ravages of the Civil War, we must look to rebuild our nation. We must ask the people set aside their personal comforts for a time so that we may focus all our resources on attaining this goal. Which, yes, we're just going to need to go ahead and build everything. And civilian factory construction speed, again, plus 15% for 545 days. This is a booming economy in the making. And with that, we have lost actually a good percentage of our military, at least from what we had in the beginning. But it's fine. We don't exactly need any of that right now, because we have to deal with growing public dissent and actually fixing our nation before it is that we do anything else. With that, tend to the future of Germany. Now that Germany is successfully saved the Nazis, we must look forward to new horizons and decide the future trajectory of our nation for unity, justice, and freedom. All this actually done relatively quickly. After that, monarchist sentiment. And immediately afterward, we revive the Kaiserreich. Of course, we have to fix the whole growing public dissent, because until we actually get things determined, people are not going to be happy. Which means that you have to decide return of the Kaiser or military dictatorship. And in this case, as I said, we're going with military dictatorship. The Great War proved to us that the Kaiser alone is not enough to steer our nation in the best possible direction. As was done back then, the new Supreme Army Command must once again assume dictatorial powers and become the sole political authority in the empire. We basically just replaced Mustache Man with a council. That is basically what we did. And I mean, just from the get-go, look at these bonuses. This is 1937. The sheer amount of bonuses that we have for civilian factory construction at this time is insane. Like, this is a super economy that you can build within Germany in rapid order. Let's see, 15 funds, that's 20, 30, 35, 45, 50, that's 65, and then public works program 75, plus 75% bonus to factory construction. That is insane. After lowering taxes, we expand our industry, abolish price controls, get worker rights, everything we can do to boost our economy to super high levels. After that, special research facilities. We're going to need it. Japan declared war on the state of Japan. Oh god. That is some chaos over here. And finally, we have the Spanish Civil War breaking out, but this time in 1937. Oh my god, wait a minute. The Regional Defense Council. What is going on? Why do they control so much? All right, I'll be honest, guys. I was recording this like a week ago at this point, and I've forgotten completely where it is that I was. This is such a peaceful game, said, definitely not Spain. But also, finally, late 1937, I can finally start researching the super heavy howitzer, which is the thing that I've wanted from the very beginning. Wait, that said it was the end of Liga Nation. Oh my god, why are the Soviets invading Poland? Why? What the hell happened here? Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a problem. I can't really focus on the economy as much anymore, I don't think. I also can't fix my economy until I have advanced machine tools. Really? Okay, well, that's 1939. That might be a little bit of a problem here for me. I guess we finally start developing our modern warfare and get this going. Because this is the thing that I wanted to do from the very beginning. I was talking about this before. The Prussian legacy or adopt new Panzer doctrine. This is the historical one that focuses on tanks. But what we're going to be doing to test out is we're going to be beelining down the Prussian legacy. Where some states have an army, the Prussian army has a state, Voltaire once said. We will embody this by evolving the old German doctrine of Bauerngangskrieg, maneuver warfare, to ensure swift and overwhelming victories on the battlefield, which will increase grand battle plan, but more importantly, will focus specifically on infantry bonuses. Now, for the purpose of this test, I'm not going to be going down the Weltpolitik at all here from the beginning. I'm exclusively going to focus on developing myself. I'm not going to try to get puppets. I'm not going to try to get any of that. I'm just trying to create a strong national German state and then potentially deal with the fallout of whatever happens around me. To that end, after Prussian legacy, next step is going to be lessons of the Great War. Our failures in the Great War offer invaluable insights crucial for our future conflicts. We have studied the past in great detail, and now we must implement the lessons taught by history. More land doctrine bonuses, more generals, and also max entrenchment plus 10, and more infantry attack. Of course, I could go ahead and demand Southern Jutland. Would they accept? You know, let's try it. Let's see if Denmark is actually willing to work with me or not. Soviet Civil War? Hold on. They were invading Poland. Oh, well that is spicy now, isn't it? Super heavy howitzer, we gotta determine what we're gonna do, keep it balanced. What is that gonna do? No changes, focus on firepower, but increases a cost, or focus on production. No, firepower. I want as much damage as possible. Denmark caves, yes, beautiful. We now get a core on that, and the German Kaiserreich grows. Immediate step after that, artillery bombardment. The infantry is the backbone of our army, and for them to excel, they need proper support. We must invest heavily in artillery so that our infantry can press the advantages and vanquish any foe before them. This, in turn, is going to give us even more bonuses, more support for our artillery, and at the same time, we are going to be able to get a Sturmpanzer artillery variant. Ooh! Add wonder weapons, which grants artillery special project research speed, plus 10%. Oh, this is the big boom. This is the big boom. Oh my lord, I just realized how many bonuses we can get for here. Okay, so this is the basic one, right? The plus 2% attack, but we get dual recoil mechanism, which as soon as we have improved artillery, that can increase our artillery attack by a further 10%. How many bonuses are we going to stack here? And of course, naturally, stormtroopers, because I mean, why not? Modify that thing by a further 5% attack and breakthrough. Oh dear god. There is the super heavy howitzer. That's exactly what I needed. Beautiful. Which means I can start producing these bad boys. All right. Greece declared war on oh dear. God, the world just wants to light itself on fire now at this point now, doesn't it? I'm not even doing anything. I'm a simple, good German boy. All right, that's the last of the bonuses here for infantry. We can still get this, technically speaking, which gets us some attack, which is awesome. And of course, the Panzer Grenadier, which increases motorized attack and mechanized attack by 10%, which is nice. But we don't quite need to get that just yet, I think. No, instead what we are going to do is we need to focus on fixing our economy. So agricultural reforms. The end of the Soviet Civil War. Okay. Well, that happened. And Poland is... What? They're at war with Estonia. What is this? What did you do, you cheeky little guy? Wait, UK, what are you doing declaring a war on Netherlands? What did they do to you? And now they're declaring, what again? Why are you attacking Iran? It's all right, can't do anything else here. It's 1939. I'm still not doing anything. Might as well expand the Air Force. Like, at this point, we're just building a super military before we do anything. Mexican resource exchange. Oh, hey, hold on. We send them tanks, they'll give us oil? Yes. I'll absolutely take it. Thank you, Mexico. The Empire of Portugal and Brazil. All right, that's now a thing. Actually, the fact that it's 1939, I expected way worse considering that, Turkey, they're still fighting Greece. I forgot about that. Oh my God, Hungary is never mind, it's not peaceful anymore. And the nationalists came back. What a surprise. Yep, there's the nationalist victory. It's 1940. Still, I'm genuinely surprised. Like, okay, Norway has gone communist. Communist Hungary is getting murdered. The Soviet Union is stopped fighting Poland, which Poland is still technically at war with both Estonia and also Yugoslavia. What? You have a bad time here, buddy. And as for Asia, Japan is still in a civil war, though that appears to be ending soon as the democracy, they're about to lose. Oh, shoot, I forgot to create an intelligence agency. I should have done that the entire time here. What am I even doing right now? Because now finally it's May of 1940 and I can actually fix my economy. All of our programs and initiatives to revitalize the economy have finally paid off. People around the world are in awe of our financial and industrial recovery and call it the Wirtschaftswunder, an economic miracle. Yeah, I gotta say, the fact that it's August of 1940 and we've only had really small territorial wars here so far is genuinely impressive. Super heavy railway on this, Gustav. Okay, you know what? We have to. If we're creating boom, we're creating boom. I'm telling you this right now. Oh my God, my defense industry got canceled because there's now less than 30% world tension. Because this is such a peaceful world. Am I gonna have to be the baddie? Am I gonna have to be the baddie? Well, damn, might as well fan Prussian militarism and do everything to increase our total amount of recruitable population. That seems just fine. Imperial Spanish monarchy restored. Really? I did not expect that. And finally, we have Prussian artillery doctrine, which is going to increase the Deutsche air artillery defense by 5%. It's going to give us a new chief of army who is an artilleryman and increases max planning factor by 10% overall. Oh boy. And now there isn't really anything else left for me to do but actually go and wage war. I've done everything by 1941. Like, this is it. So this is about making allies, but screw that. I think it's time for engaging in activities, if you will. First things first, let's see about maybe securing Austria. Oh, why don't we try that? Let's see what happens. Austria, they are in an alliance with the Alpine Federation. Wait, that is France, that is Czechoslovakia, Romania, and Turkey. Hold up, I don't like that. No. Is Poland guaranteed by anyone? No, they're not. So you know what? Here we go. Restore the Brest-Litovsk borders. The borders established in the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk have long since been unlawfully revoked by the Treaty of Versailles. Despite the Russians losing the Great War and ceding the lands to us, we must strive to regain our lost eastern possessions, even if it must lead to war in the future. That is damn right. The Marco Polo Bridge incident just now occurred. Really? And Beijing gave in to Japan. Huh. Wait, I say that Mexico declared war on Colombia. Mexico, look at you, buddy. Good on you. Here we go. It's time to restore Eastern Imperial possessions. Let's do it, Poland. Give me my land back. I'm realizing now from the very get-go, because of all the bonuses that I've stacked in here, this is what I'm talking about for how insane this is. I get 102% bonus to my planning. Oh my God. You know that we're going to have to name it like this. Like, we simply have to. There's really no other alternative. We're going to add support rocket artillery. We are going to add super heavy artillery. And then the Stoßtruppen battalion. Yeah, for more breakthrough, for more infantry. I could do logistics. I actually could, which would be nice because it would add defense. But this just adds even more breakthrough. And I could, oh my God. I love this idea. I love this idea of just pure infantry waves. Yep, let's do it. Wait, justification. Austria is justifying against me. Against me. What do you mean against me? Wait a minute. Austria's still in an alliance with Czechoslovakia and everyone else. Hold on. That is legitimately concerning. What are you planning down here? All right, are they going to accept? Yep, Poland goes and accepts our demands. That is beautiful. We get everything back that we needed. I don't need to worry about that here right now. I could demand further concessions, which would be awesome. But in this case, I think we need to focus on Middle Europa. Yep, Brothers in Arms, can I sway them to join me? No, it bypasses that because they're already in a faction. Yeah, I think that I'm actually going to end up having to go to war over here with France and everything else. This is going to suck, isn't it? Well, screw it. We're just going to reject the Treaty of Locarno because we're going to go to war with France. The Locarno Treaty was clearly set up to hinder us from regaining territories which were unjustly stripped away from us. We should reject this treaty altogether and prepare for recapturing our old states. And we're not even going to do the Schlieffen Plan. No, we're going to go straight through the Maginot. Oh, wow. Really? Really, Austria? You're going to do this now? Of all times? Germany under... Yeah. Germany is under attack this time. I didn't even do anything wrong. Yeah, that bypasses literally everything here, so thanks. I do greatly appreciate that. At this point, I can finally improve the logistics system, so that at least is done. And now it's just a matter of temporarily defending until I burn everything to the ground, because, yeah, we have vast air superiority on basically all accounts. Yeah, this is a slaughter. Conscript everyone into the army, go and boost up our resources even more, and yeah, this is broken. Oh, I finally got the Schwer Gustav. Yes. We want that. Can I make it? I can make it. Super heavy railgun. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. We have to use this. You know that we have to use this. All right, do I potentially have the forces here on the side? I do. I could... I am murdering every single one of their troops. I might as well just wait for another, 2 months or so in order to murder off their entire air force, and then as soon as that is done, I can launch my strike. Wait, did they just declared war on Lithuania as well? Why? You don't hate Lithuania. Do you want to join? Welcome to Middle Europa. Fascist Lithuania? Wait, ask to join. Italy wants to join? Is Italy is at war with them too? Sure, Mussolini. Welcome to Middle Europa. We're getting the band back together. Let's launch an attack anyway. All right. I know eventually I should be able to break through. Look at these attacks. Look at these attacks. Plus planning bonus. Plus I had 100%. Oh, dear God. The amount of damage that we are going to do. Is it going to be awful? Yeah, I am going to lose a lot of men trying to break through here, but it doesn't matter. You know, it's all for the glory of the Kaiser. The sheer amount of infantry bonuses that we are going to get on this are insane. How many men have I lost in just the initial strike? 170. I lost 200,000 men in the span of a month. Well, either way, there's the collapse of Czechoslovakia, so we know that infantry works. Finish proposal for continuation war. No. I have no time for this, thank you. Oh my God, that's so many divisions. Oh, they are wiped out. Wipe them out, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. Here's this Imperial... It is fascist Switzerland. Yes, please. Well, welcome into the faction. God, I don't even have to go through, the Maginot. I can just go and blitz right around it. Might as well start prepping to coup the Italians then. And now we can just push right through. Just crush them. Just crush. I don't even care. It is so many men. The French literally cannot stop us. And we are planning a coup. Yeah, which in turn causes France and everyone else to fall. Yeah. This is all mine. Thank you. Yeah, I'm taking all of Turkey here, or at least the majority of it. You know, we're going to cancel that. Screw it. Just let them have all this. I'm being embargoed by it. Why does no one want to trade with me? I'm not doing anything wrong. Well, let's see. With the war over now at this point, demand further concessions. Maybe they'll do something. I don't know. I own everything. There is no real point in this. At this point, my industry is supercharged. And I have even better rocket artillery. Yeah, Japan declares war on China still. All that is happening. I have so many resources at this point. It doesn't really matter. I could just get whatever it is that I want. Will Poland accept? Nope, they reject it, which in turn gives me a war goal. So, hey Poland. Yeah, you're gonna die now. Now we can establish the Grand Eastern Duchies. Oh, and look, the Soviets are also at war with Poland, but I get to take it all. Yep, formation of the Georgian 4 Legion. Sure, you're welcome to join us. That's all fine by me. Now to subdue the Baltic states. Whoa! When did I go to war? No. Excuse me? How dare you? How dare you, good sir? No, we attack. Yeah, this is still absolutely brutal. And now we could just flood the line with railway guns. So many railway guns. Yep, there's a whole bunch of them surrounded, and this is pretty much going to be a repeat of last time, except I'm throwing away huge amounts of men. But it does not matter, because the Soviets are going to be completely encircled and wiped out. Oh my god, the UK... Am I at war with the UK too? I am not at war with the UK, but I could be at war with the UK if I accepted their call to arms, which I will not. Italy, you better, for the love of God, hold off, or else this is bullshit. Yeah, this is brutal. Oh, hey, Greece, you actually surrounded all these troops. That's nice. That's nice, buddy. But I don't think this is going to work out for you at this point. Yep, with that, my friends, we have the collapse of the SSSR. And so it ends. Grand battle plan. Yep, that goes and end things here. That's... Yep. German Kaiserreich with max battle planning. Oh my god, this whole thing is so stupidly broken and powerful. So, in total in here, especially considering that at this point our guys will have even higher planning and logistical skill, the amount of bonuses that we could drum up against everything is absolutely insane. I mean, just look at the sheer number of railguns that we have on here. You combine this with copious amounts of air support. This is true combined arms. It really is. Because the moment I finish justifying here against the Dutch and I go ahead and attack them, yeah, what are we looking at on here? Plus 96% planning bonus combined with all the other bonuses that we get? We quite literally just blitz through it. Gone. Just like that. It's over. This is so stupid. This is so broken. If you can get plus 100% bonuses, that means that is significantly better than superior firepower, than just about everything. The only thing that could possibly be better is getting more breakthrough on tanks, but that requires so much more micro. The amount of infantry bonuses that you can get on this to increase the overall scope. You don't have to produce anything except basically lots of guns, rockets, and that's it. You don't need to build armor. I've been wasting my time this whole game in here building tanks and other stuff. I didn't have to build any of this in the first place. Well, with that, my friends, I think that we've demonstrated just the sheer stupid power of German battle planning. Like, this is honestly probably one of the most powerful paths in the game, and this was just me playtesting to see how high I could get the bonus. It wasn't even playing it like, oh, if I was trying to maximize industry and take things over earlier, so I could have built myself up stronger, faster. That is insane. With that, my friends, I think that we're going to end things here today. Thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate you so much. And don't get me wrong, I will be going in here and doing the alternate history. I've been still trying to figure out what the hell to actually do in order to make that video in the first place. So, you all know which one I'm talking about. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.